Alright folks, well, we are out at it again here, and as is par for the course on a GVS Outdoors fishing trip, as soon as I got here it looked like a little bit of weather picked up, so we're gonna hang out kind of close here for right now and just see what sort of develops before I go too far down the river. So we're going to start off today doing a little crappie fishing. I brought some live minnows with me today, and you'll probably hear the aerator kick on every once in a while because I'm trying to keep them alive. It's hot today. I don't know what the air temperature is, but water's up 83, 84 degrees, and it's probably high 80s today, I would guess. A little bit of a breeze, and it's just now looking like we're going to get some clouds roll in and maybe a little bit of a thunderstorm or something here or there. Although I don't think that's going to be a serious problem to deal with today. He's foul hooked too, but that is what you call not much of a crappie right there, folks. Look at that. That may be one of the smaller ones I've ever caught. He's a pretty little guy. That is not much of a crappie, that's for sure. Alright folks, well that was a little bit short-lived, and what we're doing here, we are sitting at the boat launch with the boat on the trailer and the plug out of it, so the water's running out of it. We had us a bit of a storm there. A little thunder shower blew through. I don't think it's going to last too long, but this brings up an important point that we haven't talked about yet. When you're out on the water, don't do stupid stuff. It isn't worth it. I've done my share, and I've gotten away with it plenty of times, but you really want to be careful. It's not the place to be playing around with getting hit by lightning or something like that. So we're gonna wait this one out. We're gonna set in the truck at the boat launch for a little while, let this pass over, and when the sky clears up and I'm not hearing any thunder or anything around, we'll launch again and get back out there and see if we can catch a few. Wind is sort of all over the place again. Oops. But I am seeing a fair amount of fish that's on that bait, so we might end up having a time here. But that's the thing with fishing. You might not. Some days you slay them, and some days you just can't make it happen, so we'll see. I've got all these nice minnows here, but I really have not been able to catch anything on them. So I might be gonna switch over shad here at some point. There's a lot of schools of them around. But I was hoping I might find a stack of crappie somewhere. Yeah, there's shad all over the place here. And they're starting to school up. There's one. They're starting to school up a little too. That's a good crappie right there. Oh, he thought he was a bass. He jumped right up out of the water. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Whoops. Good crappie there. we'll take him. Alright, well, there was at least a crappie out there, so there's probably more. So I'm going to go right back at him and see if I can put 6 or 8 in the boat. Be nice if I get some that size of that last one. I'd be just fine with that. Yeah, there's all sorts of schools of shad around here. The fish are all scattered out though. That's what makes it a little tricky. When the shads start to ball up like that, the fish are around, but if they're not schooled up, it makes it a little trickier to figure out. What you want is for the shad to school all up and then the fish to school all up behind them. That's kind of the pattern I'm looking for anyway. So there's hunting and fishing, and then there's filming, and then there's hunting and fishing and filming. And I'm okay at hunting, and I'm okay at fishing, and I'm subpar at filming. And then when you put them all together, I'm bad at it all together. So just so you're aware of the situation here. There's one. That's probably not a crappie the way he hit that. Well, go ahead, make me a liar. I think it is. He hit it and then went right sideways with it, which is not normal for a crappie fish. He ain't a very big one, but I think he's gonna get thrown in there for the time being. There's one. That's a good crappie right there. That's a real nice one. I think that's bigger than the first one. Oh yeah. That's what we're after right there. Yeah, making me a YouTube star. That's a good crappie. Very nice. I could handle a few more of those. Boy, it takes a lot to get one to bite, but they're really aggressive today when they do. Really funny. Must just be irritating them enough that they're taking it or something. I don't know. Now this is something to watch for when the sun pops out and it's been overcast and gray skies. A lot of times the shad will start piling up towards the surface, chasing whatever they're chasing, and the fish that are chasing the shad will follow suit. Oh, there, I did get one. He didn't move with it. This is another good one. This is another good one. Not as good as the last one, but just fine. That's good. We ate some crappie for dinner last night, so I'll put another bag of them right back in the freezer, and we'll be eating crappie for dinner again soon. That's another good fish. 12 or 13 inch. Alright, so we made it to the point up here. I can get my camera on quick enough there. There's not a lot of fish in here, it doesn't look like, but I caught one straight away, doing exactly what I would have expected to be doing. So I think I'm going to throw out 2 rods rigged with slip floats and a live shad, and just see what's up here. Yep, there's one. They're up here. I don't know what that is. Probably a largemouth. Oh yeah, it's a good largemouth. Well, I'm going to say they're definitely in here, so maybe we'll get into some good schooling action tonight. Kind of make up for the miserable performance the rest of the day. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I've got a few good crappie in there. It's a good largemouth. Might have a little left in him when you see. Yeah, he's not that big, but it's not like I'm complaining. It looks like there's some fish stacked up at 5 and 6 foot, which is really what I'm wanting to see here. Now the only question now is if we'll be able to keep up with 2 rods. There he is. Let's get him back in there. There he goes. Alright, I was about to bait a second one when that one took off. So, nice thing is, this point's pretty sheltered from the wind tonight, because the wind is all squirrely still. Did I kill that shad? He's alright. So what I'm doing is I'm setting my baits. This one's going to be about 4 foot. And then the other one I'm gonna do about 8 foot probably. And same thing. If you saw the last video, it's gonna be the same exact thing, same spot, same technique. I'm going back and forth kind of over the point and the drop-offs. So the way this lays, it just the fish just kind of sit up out of the current in the shallow water and watch the bait come around them, and then they pop it when they get a chance. So we're gonna just take advantage of that. All the fish that I'm seeing on the graph are quite shallow. I mean, between 4 and 8 feet. And then when I mark a bunch of them, I'll even throw to a pocket of fish if I see them on a school of bait. It's the one time that I do that I mark fish and throw at the fish that I mark. 9 times out of 10 I just use my depth finder to find me structure. Well, maybe with crappie sometimes, because you can see them schooled up. Yep. There's one. That's another nice largemouth. Oh, up. I am still wired for that hook set that I use for the crappie, where you give them that nice slow pull. And I really need to be a little more aggressive when I'm doing this. Bad hook set. That was a nice fish too. That one looked to be a little bigger than the last one. I'm I'm fishing on light tackle like I always do. This is my ultralight rod and 4-pound test. I'm not afraid of that. I keep my drag set really light. There's one. This one doesn't feel as big, but I am not going to complain. Oh no, that's a good fish. Probably about the size of the last one. 14 inches maybe, something like that. Saw the boat and got a little excited there. Boy, he's been out of the water as much as he's been in it. A little bigger than the last one. Not much though. A little fatter anyway. Look, I know they're not monster largemouths. They're not going to win me any tournaments or anything like that, but when you can get into them and just start catching them in numbers like that, that's what I like. Even with the crappie, that's one of the things that I enjoy about crappie fishing. When you get into a school of them and you just catch one after another, they don't have to be huge. I don't like spending all day out and feeling like there's nothing to show for it, you know. I just like to catch fish. So catching these schooling largemouths, and as the water cools down, it'll turn into stripers. That's a lot of fun. This is that late summer pattern that I was talking about the last couple of times. We're not quite into the fall, and the water's still pretty warm. It's still showing 80 degrees right now, even with the rain we had and all that. So it's good warm water, and you know, the bait is moving up in here, and the bait is actually of the size now where it'll interest some of the bigger fish. I'm talking about your stripers and largemouth and catfish. Something's pulling this one down. Got him. That would be another largemouth. Yeah. Not bass fishing a lot. Sometimes I forget how much they like to come up out of the water. He's a short, stumpy one, but pretty color to him. Uh-oh. Got one working back there, so let me go take care of them before I lose him. Oh, I think I lost him. See, I'll take this kind of fishing every day. There's some action, having fun. And again, I always, if I'm using a second rod, oh, there's one. I always want to use oh shoot, he got that bait. There's another one. This one feels a little better. Oh, no, he's taking this one down too. I need to not worry about that. This is a good fish here. He's either good or angry. I'm not sure which. Yep, someone's got that other one too. I'm just happy I was finally able to catch some fish and finally able to get it on film. I was starting to wonder if I was ever going to be able to make another video again. My goodness. Had a terrible time this last couple of weeks. There's one. Oh, this is a monster here. This is a monster. I don't know what it is. Probably a bass. Oh. That's a big bass. Oh man, that's a big bass. That is a big, big largemouth right there. Man, I don't think I have my scale with me either. Shoot. Oh man, he's got... This is not the reel to have this fish on either. Oh, this is a beauty here. This is probably my best one of the season. I got another one on back there. Definitely the best fish of the season. Best largemouth of the season. Oh, yeah. Look at that. See, here's the thing. When you fish these schoolers, sooner or later, you're going to get into one that you're proud to have. And that's one that I'm proud to have right there. Yeah, I don't know what he is. Probably 5 pounds, 4.5 pounds, something like that. But it's a nice fish. I don't bass fish a lot, so for me that's a really good one. But let's give him a quick measure here. Well, what an operation this is, huh? Yeah, 17 inches. That's a nice fish. Okay, he's going back. That was a good fish there. See, like I was saying, you can go out looking for fish like that and probably catch one or two a night. Or you can stay with the high numbers. And I've just made the choice to stay with high numbers, that's all. Alright, so we made a little shad run here. I was getting low and went and found one huge wad of shad. I've thrown my cast net 2 times tonight and I've caught about 15,000 shad. So, it's a good problem to have. Sometimes those bait runs can turn into a whole expedition to themselves. Oh, somebody's shooting up here. They're not shooting at us, so I'm not going to worry about it. There's a big one right there. Can't even catch up to him. He hit it so fast. Darn it. Took it right straight down, too. Honestly, though, this is the time. There's things. That's kind of one of the fun things. One of the things I enjoy about different aspects of the outdoors. You know, so I like to hunt. I like to fish, and I like to hunt and fish multiple species. So there's always the kind of the milestones in the year that you look forward to. You know, with the crappie, the spawn in the spring. You know, when it's in February, you just can't wait for the spawn to start, so you usually end up taking the boat out a couple times way too early and catching nothing because, you know, they're not even active yet. But you're just so excited about the spawn starting. And you know, in hunting, you know, archery season, the first couple of times you go out archery hunting, it is way too hot. It's 80 degrees and there's mosquitoes biting, and you know, it's just no fun to hunt in conditions like that. But you're so excited about getting out, and I think this last 2 or 3 weeks has kind of been like that with the fall fishing. I know it's going to get better. I've been telling you that, and if you've been watching, I hope I didn't lose too many by saying that over and over, and then all I'm catching is like 6-inch fish. But mark my words, I'm trying to demonstrate to you this late summer pattern, and it's only improving. And one of these nights we're going to come out here, and all those bass that I've been catching are going to be stripers and there's going to be numbers of them, and they're going to be nice ones. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, well, we had another little camera mishap, so you missed the last couple of fish I caught, but if that was any indication, there's probably going to be some more in here. Let's keep doing the same thing. I don't see any reason to stop now. Oh yeah, there he is. That is why you use a rod holder, folks. If there was no rod holder on that, that one would have gone right clean out of the boat. What have we got here? Oh, that's another little largemouth, but man, they are just thumping it. I think that rain woke them up or something, because I've been trying to catch largemouth for a couple of weeks, and they have just not been cooperating, and tonight they are just going crazy. That's a fat little largemouth there. Not long, but you know, again, nice little schooling fish. There's one. This feels a pretty good fish. I think he just saw the boat too. Might be a catfish. I'm starting to think that's probably what that is. Channel cat. Yeah, I don't think a bass would be pulling that hard. No. There's one. Well, he's pulling a bit. I didn't think he was much of a fish, but I might have just been wrong about that. He's staying down pretty good. This might be a catfish too. He's staying way down like that. If it's not a catfish, it's a better bass than what I've been catching for sure. I think it is. Yeah, it's a channel cat. Pretty good one too. Not that big. Thought he was bigger than he was. He'll eat. That's a nice size to eat right there. If I don't drop him, he is. There he is right there. Try to not stick myself like I did with the last one. Yeah. It's a pretty good channel cat. 18, 19 inches probably. Well, folks, thanks for coming along with me this evening. I've had fun. We've caught a good number of fish, and again, I warned you a couple weeks ago, if I'm not catching piles and piles and piles of them, stay with me, because we're getting to the best part of the season. We should start catching a lot more fish and a lot better fish. So I hope this has demonstrated that for you tonight. The last two videos, we were kind of just sort of building up to it. This evening we got into a good school of them, and I would really expect that we're going to start seeing some more of that. So thanks for coming with me. Again, like I always remind you, if you know about this stuff, it's probably because somebody taught you about it, right? And as outdoorsmen, I think it's our job to teach somebody that doesn't know something about fishing, something about hunting, something about being outdoors. Perceptions are very wrong about these sorts of things, and we're the only ones that can change that. So if you know about this stuff, take somebody fishing. Teach them a little bit of what you know. If you don't and you're just getting started, I'd just like to welcome you and say, hey, there's a lot of fun you can have outdoors, and the world needs more good, clean fun. So get out there and enjoy it. So thanks for coming along with me on GVS Outdoors. Stay tuned to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll be sending more content your way hopefully very soon. Hey, thanks a lot.